Hello and welcome to another fun-filled nonsense retrospective. I'm your host as always, Rick, and joining me equally as always is Devon.
Hello there!
Yeah, today we're doing another little bit of a top 5. It's not really an after dark. We're talking about how much we would like to, enjoy some consensual relationships with some women, but this time it's the Dreamworks franchises.
Rick has to be always really weird with the titles. It's Dreamworks Waifus, that's all it is.
Yeah, it's a Dreamworks Waifus top 5.
And I'll put it this way.
Not quite an after dark.
Exactly, it's not going in the after dark playlist.
No. But before we get too far into that, let's go with the good old time-honored tradition of the nonsense asinine hypotheticals. What have you got for me today?
Last video game you played, Rick, you get to choose any weapon from it. What'd you pick and why?
Ooh, shit. Elden Ring. Oh, wait, no. I was on Pokerogue earlier. Shit.
I guess you get to pick a rogue Pokemon. That's a weapon nowadays.
Well, if I get to pick a Pokemon...
No, it has to be a Pokerogue Pokemon.
A Pokerogue Pokemon.
One is exclusively in that game and nothing else.
Oh, if it's only in that game and nothing else. Oh, shit.
Yeah, because if you could just pick any Pokemon, it's like Arceus or Giratina. Like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, So, it's the regular Pokemon, but with, is there anything that's just in Pokerogue? I think the only thing I can think of is the, when you hit a hammer at the carnival and try to get the thing to ding at the top?
Yes.
They've got that with a specific Wobbuffet that may or may not be a real Wobbuffet.
Congratulations, your weapon of choice is a fake Wobbuffet.
Yeah, I've got a fake Wobbuffet. I've got an inflatable Wobbuffet.
I don't know how much damage you can do with that, but it's probably not the worst.
Yeah, considering it's the only thing I can think of that's not, just a trainer. Because everything else is just an item that they hold, and I think most of those are actually just things from Pokemon. I guess the mini black hole is the closest thing, but I wouldn't be able to turn that off, so that's a horrible item to pick. But yes, how about you? What are you picking? What's the game, and what's your weapon?
Well, Rick, you may or may not know this, but I've been replaying Baldur's Gate 3 a lot lately, specifically with mods, specifically with the mod that lets you have a big fuck-off party, and it's been really fun just curb-stomping everything for lols.
Sweet. So what Baldur's Gate weapon are you picking?
I'm kind of cheating a bit, because I'm not picking a weapon, I'm more picking a piece of gear, and
okay.
I can't remember if it's a cloak or a chest piece, but there's something that gives you access to the spell Invisibility once a day.
Right. Ooh, okay. So there's two things that do this. I think there's a Shah.
Well, it won't be the Shah piece because I never use those.
Okay, but I think it's the one you get for free that you don't get upgraded by not becoming a Shah person.
Yeah, but the problem is that it's a piece of medium armor, which means it's fucking worthless.
Sure. There's also the Dark Urge cloak, where if you kill something, you go invisible.
It must be the armor piece then, because you just get the invisibility spell once a day, not you kill something and you become invisible.
Sure. Okay.
Because guess what? One of those is way easier to activate than the other.
Yeah, you poke the thing, it does the thing for a minute, you're invisible as long as you don't kill anyone.
Yeah. Whereas with the Dark Urge one, first of all, it only lasts for a round, so that's 6 seconds. And second of all, I have to kill someone. Well, I suppose technically I can kill something, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of moths.
You're assuming it would work. I assume they have to have a health bar, and moths don't.
Yeah. I think the largest thing that has 1 HP is like a house cat.
I think frogs.
Yeah. Frogs are smaller than cats.
Yeah, but they have a life bar.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, sorry, small. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they are smaller. Yeah, frogs are smaller. They have a life bar. That one fucking frog with the reflect status. That's a bastard.
Yeah. I don't know why there's loads of memes of people trying to kill it, because I don't know why that's people's first instincts. It's just chilling / clearly been cursed by the hag.
Yeah, and if you get rid of Ethel, and we go to speak with animals, she just goes, "Hag is dead, happy."
Yeah, Ethel's a bitch and deserves everything that happens to her.
Yeah, twice in most people's games.
Although I will tell you this: if she stuck to her human form both times, would.
Sure.
Actual green hag form? No, God no.
No.
But anyway, I digress. That's my question. I thought it was a fun one.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking that perhaps your answer was going to be Monster Hunter.
No. Yeah, I was playing Elden Ring last night, and this morning I was playing Pokerogue, so I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I haven't played any video games today. I had Baldur's Gate after work last night. It makes it sound like a contractual obligation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's just really easy to just play that game and let your brain kind of turn off for a bit. Anyway, Rick, what's your question?
My one for you is a little bit one of a more simple one. It's just you get to choose a boon, but the downside is that all of your enemies get double the same thing.
I've always wanted to donate a kidney.
Ah.
That's the actual answer. If all of your enemies get double, all right, I would like to donate a kidney.
Well, thankfully, this kidney materializes from nowhere.
Well, it's a real boon, actually, because think about it. My enemies don't benefit. They die.
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest with you. Anyone who's my enemy is entirely their choice, because as far as I'm aware, I have no enemies.
Sure.
I don't think I've wronged anyone to the extent that I must kill this person. And I certainly don't, I don't have the time to harbour ill will over petty shit.
Yeah, I like that old saying of holding on to hatred, like drinking poison and hoping that your opponent dies.
Like, no one's wronged me enough. Like, there's one person who I've cut out of my life, but I don't consider them an enemy. That's a different argument altogether, you know?
Yeah.
Just because you don't want to deal with someone doesn't make them your enemy, and if you think that way, you're weird. But anyway, yeah. But it is literally a boon, because it's like, cool, my boon is I donate a kidney. I assume because there's a god magically doing it, that kidney just automatically succeeds in being donated with no harm to me, because let's be honest, donating a kidney is quite an invasive process.
It is. Yeah.
So,
like any surgery is like a non-zero amount of risky.
Exactly. So that's just guaranteed to just benefit the world. And also, if there is anyone who considers me an enemy, congratulations, that's 2 more kidneys added to the pile.
Yeah.
What about you?
My one was a little wholesome one. It's just another day with a loved one. And if someone in the world who hates me gets 2 more days with a loved one, then so be it.
Hey, so you're thinking of just like what can't benefit someone too much for me to give them.
It's not like I'm choosing $1 million because they get $2 million. Nah. I'm giving them another day with a loved one. And we're not using the caveat of I'm my own worst enemy, so I get 3 things.
Yeah, no, I did not interpret it that way. I interpreted the term enemy to be someone who is maliciously and actively intending ill will towards you for no reason other than they don't like you.
Yeah, but yes, that was a rather fun one, I hope. But yes, we're going to get into our top 5s. Before we do the top 5s, do you have any honourable mentions?
I haven't.
From the Dreamworks franchises.
I do indeed have an honourable mention. They got on my honourable mention list for 2 reasons. 1, they're technically a couple, and 2, if you put them on my main list, that means I then have technically 4 characters representing She-Ra, which I think is overkill.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So my honourable mention is the duo of Natossa and Spinnerella.
Yeah. Yeah, Indy and Molly.
I don't want to think of them that way, because then that makes this answer weird. I'm just saying, it's not. I'm not wrong. Like, you're suddenly making it real people, and that's creepy.
Yeah. But yeah, they're cool. It would be really nice to be invited.
I mean, look at them.
Yes.
They're winners on the appearance spectrum, and the combination of Spinnerella being absolutely adorable and Natossa being she's not adorable, but like she's got a switch where she goes into business mode.
Yeah, she's like pragmatically, pragmatic business.
If you're organising an orgy, I would make Natossa the planner.
Oh, yes.
She knows everyone's strengths and weaknesses. She knows exactly where to put you in the orgy room.
Yeah, plus it's nice to see someone who's not, like, traditionally skinny, like, animated like that, like, in an attractive way.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about She-Ra, where the body shapes are all over the place and they're all animated nicely.
Yeah, like, we've got Glimmer.
Like, for real. Glimmer also very nearly made my list, but, not quite, because she is a bit of a brat.
Yeah, she's a bit of a brat, and yeah, she's of age, but not by as much as I would like.
Oh, that's a nonsense thing when it comes to animation.
Yeah.
oh, the paper isn't 18 yet, so we can't think of anything about it.
Yeah.
Rick, who's your honourable mention?
I've actually got two. So one of them is just, oh man, I want to put her on the list, but Roxanne Ritchie, the animation style does her no favours. She looks almost as much like Megamind as Megamind does, just because all the heads in that show are square.
Thank you for telling me that she's from Megamind and therefore revealing who the character is, because I had no idea who the fuck you were talking about.
My other honourable mention is Dragon, because she is literally too much woman for me.
This isn't a D&D dragon, so you just got to take her as she is, and I don't know how you can justify fucking that dragon, Rick.
Yeah, she can emote, she can communicate, she can't talk.
But I don't know about that, Rick. I don't know about that. Like, I'm looking at my number 2 spot, and I'm like, that's the iffiest thing I've got on my list, and even then, no, Dragon's worse.
Yep. So, who's your number 5?
Rick, you and I had a little chat before we actually started recording, and both came to the exact same conclusion of, oh boy, Dreamworks does not have as many things as we thought it did.
Yeah, a lot of the things they have are a lot more chibi-styled and not the kind of thing that you would pull an attractive waifu out of.
That being said, my number 5 is Susan Murphy, aka Ginormica, aka the really giant lady in Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah. She's got it's the old Dreamworks style, unfortunately, so she looks a bit jank in their art style, but I've seen some really nice artwork of her. Obviously the big drawback is she is giant and she's stuck giant. She can't shrink down. However, we've both played COC and we've probably both fucked that mountain lady.
Oh yes.
We know it's possible. If there's a goal, there's a goal. There's a hole, there's a goal, is what I was trying to say, but I completely fucked up the synonym metaphor. I'm getting my words all fucked up today. Rick, save me. Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Chell, and the reason for this is only because I've not seen the thing, so I've only got her looks to go on.
You've not seen it?
I've not seen it.
Oh yeah, she sucks.
Literally, I've seen that too.
She's an interesting and fun character, but unless she's, I know we always have the caveat of assuming the other person is into you, but unless she's into you, she's kind of a bastard.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we gotta fucking fix this. You need to watch Road to El Dorado. It's a great movie.
Well, I guess that's what we're doing. No, I've not seen it. I guess that's what we're doing at some point later on this year.
Oh, we'll have to track down 4 not Dreamworks. We've both seen a bunch of I've not seen Puss in Boots number 3, but I've seen the cool bits from it. So
yeah.
We need to track down a month's worth of just animated movies for us to catch up on.
Yeah, just non-Disney stuff. Yeah. So Chell is my number 5. Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Master Tigress from Kung Fu Panda. I've never watched any Kung Fu Panda movies, but again, the furries went nuts for this character and they draw her in a really hyper-sensualized style. I know she doesn't actually look like that, but that's the version I'm choosing to stick with. They draw her like Chun-Li.
They do. She doesn't really have curves.
No, she's just a fucking tiger. She's got Poe's body shape, just not fat.
Yeah. She just is the animal stood up, which is basically what the Kung Fu Panda universe is, and that's fine. But I understand her being low on the list, partially because of that. It's really funny, isn't it? Because it doesn't matter how not sexual people make animal-like characters, the furries are gonna get them. Oh yes, yeah.
I can't remember what cartoon it is, but there is a I say cartoon movie series. It is. Oh, I remember. It was like Ninjago. There was a snake master evil enemy guy, and he just looked like a fucking generic snake-like Lego piece because that's what Ninjago is. And it's you could tell the exact season when they hired a furry animator because during one season he just got completely changed and looked. Oh my god, why does Lego look sexy?
Why is the Lego man sexy? Yeah.
You can always tell when a furry artist is involved in a project because all of a sudden any furry creature looks actually good and well drawn.
Yeah, it's they get bedroom eyes.
Partially. Rick, who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3.
Okay, I've never watched this franchise either. It never really, gripped me. They're getting a live-action remake shortly.
Yes, very shortly. I looked on the Dreamworks page on the Wikipedia, and apparently the sequel has already been greenlit.
What, the live-action one?
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2 live action's already been greenlit, and also the live action She-Ra has not been cancelled yet.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so that's apparently coming out with MGM and Amazon. So yeah, that's our announcement there. That I assume that we're getting a live action She-Ra from DreamWorks, MGM, and Amazon.
Well, that might be interesting. I'll watch it if it comes out in the cinema. I'm not paying Amazon for it.
But yeah, Astrid is the most conventionally attractive of that gang of characters. She's just a generically good-looking blonde Viking lady.
I assume you specify 2 and 3 because in 1 she's a child.
Yeah, she's like 15 in 1, and in 2 she's 20, and in 3 she's 21.
I will say, as someone who hasn't watched the original How to Train a Dragon movies, I have seen that trailer about 5 fucking times now for the live action one because they just put it in front of every fucking movie. And I've got to be honest with you, it looks well done.
It does. Like, I'm not as mad about it after having seen the trailer. Like, I saw the movies and was like, yeah, cool, these are neat. And then there was like, oh, we're making a live action version. I'm like, why? The movies are still there. They're still good. And yeah, I'm not as mad.
Well, I think a lot of people have got live action burnout because Disney have completely fucked it up every single time.
With the possible exception of Lilo and Stitch coming up, because that looks...
cool, that's not out yet, which is why I'm not including it.
Yeah, it looks less ghoulish than the other ones that they've been doing, but also they've also stated that they're taking the foot off the accelerator with it now, which is good.
Well, yeah, but we're still going to get live action Moana because the rocks are correct.
Yeah, and they've already started making it. Yeah, you're number 3.
My number 3 is the hottest, most eligible not MILF in Etheria. It's Casta Spella.
Yeah, and Casta. She's MILF age. She's MILF generation.
She's MILF shaped.
Yeah, she has no children.
Yeah, no, I don't know if like she's like canonically ace or something, but she's hot. If she wanted to be in a relationship, she would be. And more importantly than her being hot, she's incredibly nice.
Yeah, yeah. Like she's nice to people who like, and she doesn't need to be nice to. Like she knits sweaters for Bo.
Yeah. And she immediately adopts Adora.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, yep, you are now my niece. Adora has a little fucky wucky in that episode where we meet Casta Spella, and she is forgiven pretty quickly, although there are plenty of circumstances explaining her actions.
Oh yes. Is that the one where she's basically drunk on the sword being corrupted?
No, this is way before that. It's when Shadow Weaver is influencing her from the shadows, so Adora sees evil everywhere.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, it's a real fucked up episode, and she, like, I think they find her at one point trying to smash something that she really shouldn't be smashing.
Yeah.
So I turned into Nigel Thornberry there.
Smashing.
But yeah, there's not much else to say. She's why not MILF if MILF shaped?
Oh yes. MILF shaped, MILF age, eligible.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's a top pick actually. Yeah,
and like I can't help it. I will be sucked into all of the fan fictions that ship her with Shadow Weaver. Shadow Weaver would make my list if she wasn't such a cunt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Rick, who is your number 3?
My number 3 is Diane Foxington from The Bad Guys.
Oh, this is interesting because my number 2 is also going to be from that franchise, but we'll get there in a minute. This is the Red Fox, or whatever the fuck her nickname was.
Yeah, like when she dresses up as a ninja, she's like the Red Fox. And when you're watching that show or that movie, and you're like, oh man, there is a villain called the Red Fox, and this lady is the only Red Fox that we've ever seen.
I don't think she's actually called the Red Fox. I just pulled that name out my arse.
Yeah, but she might as well be. It's something like that. It's just the Fox or whatever. But she's also the only other fox in the show. So yeah.
I love that. The only other fox. The main character's a wolf, Rick.
Yeah. And that's also getting a sequel kind of soon. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because like the bad guys are reformed, and it seems as if a new criminal gang is ruling the roost, and they rope in the old gang. It's going to be interesting. I waited so long to watch that movie, and it was a very good film. I enjoyed it. I really did. The antagonist in that movie really fucking boiled my piss.
Yeah. Wasn't that also a Richard Ayoade character?
Yes, it was. You're right. Yeah, I had Patton Oswalt in my head, but I knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Richard Ayoade, but yeah, he's a competent actor. I just think he's a knobhead.
Sure. But yeah, number 2.
Number 2 might be my most controversial pick, Rick. They are 2 from the bad guys. Do you want to take a stab at who I'm going to say?
Is it the spider?
Yeah, it's Miss Tarantula.
Yeah, Miss Tarantula. Yeah, she's got an incredibly cute design for a little creature like that.
She's Latino as fuck.
Yeah, I want to give her a hug.
I know she's a spider, but she's got a big ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's like 45% ass.
She really is, though. I don't know what you would do with her in a romantic sense, but like, I want it. I want to see what happens.
Well, I mean, we talk about people with skilled fingers. She's got whole ass skilled legs.
Yeah, but she's also the size of my cock.
I mean, yeah, that's where she's going to be.
That's the big problem is that there can be no penetration.
No. It's all size
end
play.
in death.
Yeah. It's all fairy play.
Oh god. Also, knowing spider biology, it's not gonna be fun.
No. Yeah, you're gonna have to hand her. You're gonna have to hand her your little sack of leavings.
What the
she
fuck?
will either accept it or not.
What are you on about?
Oh, for like how spiders actually, breed.
Tarantulas don't do that, Rick.
Do they not do that? Okay.
No, well, not usually. No, you're thinking of... A lot of spiders do, I'll grant you.
Yeah.
I meant that, hey, you know all that furry stuff you see on tarantulas? That's not fur, those are very sharp.
Oh, yes.
That was more my point, rather than fucking, oh no, I'm going to get eaten. Fuck off, I'll squish you.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the eating thing. I'm talking about the bag of leavings, I think, is something that all spiders do. It's just so that, yeah, you don't eat them because you're a spider.
I don't know what you're referring to then.
Yeah, so the male just offers up a bag of cum.
Oh god, no, that's very specific spiders.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought that was
God,
all spiders. Oh, well.
No, spiders are... There are a lot of spiders, Rick, and a lot of them have weird sex things. That is one weird spider sex thing to very specific spiders.
Sure.
Anyway, I digress. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, Miss Tarantula. Fun fact, in the book that they take her from, originally she was a bloke.
Okay.
But they changed her to a lady in the movies because they were like, there's not a lot of girls in this film.
Yeah, let's pass the Bechdel test.
And no one treats her like a girl either, so it really does pass it.
Yeah. Funny how that you can pass the Bechdel test by changing a character into a woman and then not treating her like one. It's great.
Well, it's like fucking Lord of the Rings, I think passes the Bechdel test based on a technicality, the movies anyway, because Eowyn does speak to another female character about something that's not involving sex or men. But again, it's a real technicality because it's like the only time she speaks to another woman.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Rick, let's hear your penultimate pick.
My number 2, it was real tough choosing between, the entire, 4, 3, 2, 1. This list could have been in any order on any day, depending on what day it was. So they all could have had a chance at the top spot. This one, I have moved her to and from the top spot quite a lot. It's going to be Queen Angela.
Queen Angela, yes, it's Glimmer, but better.
Yes, better in every way. She's got the wings. She can do what she likes with them. For the entire time that we know and see her, she's single.
Wow! You're not wrong, but wow! She is a grieving widow, technically.
Yeah, she needs some comfort.
Rick, certified scumbag.
Oh, yes. Oh, you can't spell scumbag without cumbag.
You ever hear a joke and immediately go, I think I might cut that? I guess most people don't think that way because they don't have to edit, but I sure fucking do.
She is a very attractive lady in that series. I think she is the best pick therein. I tried to do my best to make it all one pick from each franchise, which is also why Dragon's in my honorable mentions.
Oh, it's cool. I know who your number 1 is then.
Yeah. Who's your number 1?
My number 1 is going to be the second showing from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I've made it no secret that I find this character incredibly attractive and charming, so I'll just say her name again for those at the back. It is, of course, Perfuma.
Yeah.
I really like Perfuma. I think she's sweet. I think she's very funny when she's on screen. She genuinely won me over over in that final season when the gang returns to fucked up Etheria, and they're just like, what the fuck's going on? And you just zoom in on Perfuma holding like a frying pan, screaming, show me your necks. Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's so funny. But, like, she's drawn incredibly attractively. This is a personal thing, and I know that, but I like small-chested ladies.
Yeah, I think they dropped the ball by not actually telling people that she was intended to be a trans character.
Well, it's one of those where I think the only reason it's not a thing is because it doesn't do anything to the plot, and it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, this is She-Ra, for fuck's sake. They don't try and be subtle about any of the sexuality of characters. I think it just got dropped because it doesn't matter. But a lot of the for those of you who don't know, a lot of the behind the scenes Scar, as it were, is originally Perfuma was meant to be a trans character, but they just dropped it because one, it didn't add anything, two, it doesn't take anything away from her character by changing that, and three, it could still very well be true, and it just generally doesn't matter.
Yeah, the only thing it changes is whether or not a trans person can end up as a princess still.
But they count Peekaboo as a princess.
Yeah, but does Peekaboo have the princess powers?
No, but there's loads of princesses without powers.
Yeah, like
Natossa,
like Entrapta.
And Entrapta, exactly, and Scorpia for a while.
Yeah. Well, Natossa and Spinnerella do have spinning and throwing nets.
Yeah, my point being is they're not elemental princesses.
Sure.
You could be a princess without having the big stone powers.
Yeah, the element of net.
Dude, it's one of the best scenes in the fucking show where I think it's Bo goes, what do they do again? And it's like, Natossa, it's in the name.
Yeah, I toss nets.
With Spinnerella.
I was made by a committee. I was made by a committee. They weren't even that good at naming things.
Spinnerella's a bit weirder because she's got like weird wind powers, and that's got nothing to do with spinning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she does spin and make a little bit of wind with it, I guess.
I guess Spinnerella's better than Fartina. I'm sorry. Again, you say a joke and you're like, it's not that funny, you need to get rid of it. But fuck it, it got a laugh, even a sarcastic one, it's staying in.
Yeah. Stupid.
But yeah, back to Perfuma. Like, even taking out the fact that she's just a pretty character and a nice person, she's also got a kick-ass moveset.
Yes.
What them vines do.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, it's just combat druid in animation, which we don't see very much of.
Yeah, no, you really don't. You don't see plant-based druids used properly, because, whenever you see druid, it's like, oh yeah, animal power, sick, and with plants, it's always a bit... You always think of that one scene in The Simpsons, when Homer gets eaten by a plant, and then like, no, and he just walks out, and Bart's like, Dad, how did you get out? And it's like, it's a flower.
Yeah, punch out.
And yeah, I think one of my favourite episodes of She-Ra, we should do a top 5 episode of She-Ra one day, just saying. But yeah, one of my favourite episodes has got to be when she's tagging along with Huntara and Adora. I think it's the first episode of Double Trouble, and we see her just break down as she admits that she can't get cactuses to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny, very entertaining. Anyway, Perfuma's my number 1. I'm sad she doesn't get any more love, as it were. At least she gets Scorpia, damn it.
Yeah, at least she does.
So Rick, who is your final and number 1 pick? As if we don't know.
Yeah, redheads, man. Yeah, Princess Fiona. The woman who... now, here's the thing. I would generally go human, but I'm not saying no to the ogre.
I need to know for the sake of the picture I'm using, Rick.
I'm picking human because that's the action figure that I have.
Oh no, Rick's into hot glue.
I'm not hot gluing.
Rick, I have to ask, maybe this isn't After Dark considering how much fucking graphicness we've gotten into, but I have to ask, when did you find out about the term hot glue, and how disgusted were you to find this out?
Yeah, so...
Because I definitely stumbled upon it on 4chan, and I was like, why?
Yeah, it was 4chan. And I was like, man, that would make Toy Story a lot more horrific.
I have seen the post that is probably legendary at this point of the picture that said, has anyone gone out and bought their Jessie dolls yet? Come on her face, and then just left her on the bed while the other toys can't do anything about it and they just have to watch.
Oh, man.
And the first response was just, yeah. 4chan is a cesspit, but boy, could they be funny back in the day.
Yeah, back before they swerved.
Oh, they've always been weird.
Oh, they've always been weird, but, like, if you got back far enough, it was, it was tongue-in-cheek.
I still remember the day, this is going to show my fucking age. I still remember the time when Moot fucked off for a bit and then came back and he said, "What's all this Sage shit?" And someone responded saying, "Oh, fuck off, new fag." And then it just said this user was banned for this post, because what the fuck are you doing calling the owner of the site names?
A new fag,
yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to use a derogatory term there, but that's how it used to be on 4chan. That was the name people threw around for people who didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Should I blur that? Should I beep that, Rick, or can I leave it, do you think?
No, we're good to go. It's fine. It's fine. It's exactly
historical.
the word that was used. It's like one of those, the views that are being repeated by the nonsense reviewers are for historical representation only, and not the views of we fags.
Well, very specifically, I was thinking of the fucking time that Mark Hamill was just going. So as they revealed that Darth Vader was Luke's father in the first debut showing, Harrison Ford leans over and goes, "Hey kid, you didn't fucking tell me that," and he just immediately goes, "Sorry for swearing. I use it only for historical accuracy." But yes, Fiona, redhead, why would you fuck her?
Well, she is incredibly athletic. We see her do her Matrix moves. She's a good-looking lady, basically an animated version of Cameron Diaz as a redhead. And it just has a great design. Like, I really like the whole, like, red hair, green dress thing going on. And she's also nice. Like, once she gets over the fact that Shrek is not Prince Charming, she warms up very quickly to him. And basically, just goes to show.
What I'm hearing, Rick, is I'm picking Fiona because if Shrek can get her.
Yes, exactly. Literally. Oh boy. Yeah. If she can warm up to Shrek, she can warm up to someone like me.
Obviously, one of the big downsides is that you can't listen to her sing very long because she kills birds with her voice.
I'm not a bird. It's fine.
You don't know that.
Yeah. But yes, that's it for our lists. Do you want to do best pick of the others?
I mean, we can do.
Yeah. Do you have a best pick of mine?
I'm honestly probably going to pick Angela because Fiona was very close, but I think I'd prefer the ogre version.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Queen Angela because she really is. Your reasoning was a bit, but. Other than that, it was, she's pretty, she's refined, she's Glimmer, but better. I think Glimmer's got a more fun body shape, but that's about all she's got going for her.
Yeah, and if you're gross, Angela is a preview of what Glimmer might end up looking like in 35 years.
I don't think she will.
Well, we also don't know, and that's like part of what she's like weird about. She doesn't know what half-god hybrids are.
I don't think she will because we got that flash forward of a few years and she still looked the same. I think she's got more Micah in her than Angela.
Sure.
But that's just my own personal interpretation. I'd hope that Glimmer stays... there's no other word for it. She fig.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What about you? Do you have one from my list that you would like to be like, yes, that's a good pick? Please don't say the spider.
Oh no, it's definitely Antcaster.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
I think between us picking our favourites on the other list, we just came up with a dream threesome.
Oh yes. Yeah, because they're not even related, so it's not even going to be weird for them.
Jeez, I wouldn't have suggested it if they were, because that's another level of... I know everyone's always... Not everyone. A lot of people have got that weird fantasy of banging sisters. I've never gotten the appeal of that.
Yeah. Well, it's even worse, isn't it? Because normally it's, ooh, look, Basil, twins.
Okay, but that was absurdist, funny humour, you know? That was highlighting how gross people like that are.
Yeah.
You know? And they just kept adding layers to it as well, because it's like, 1, they were twins. 2, they were incredibly young, way younger than Austin. 3, Asian, for no reason other than, oh yes, we love to fetishize ethnicities.
Yes, and their names were Fuck Me and Fuck You.
Yeah, they were the epitome of gross, and I think that's why you can point to that and go, no, this is them taking the piss. You know what I mean? It has to be, because the alternative is terrifying.
Yeah. But yes, that's going to be it for us today. If you liked the video, there's the comment section down below on YouTube. Tell us who you would pick from Dreamworks. And because there's probably not enough of a filmography of Illumination, maybe throw those into.
Jesus, all I can think of is Minions off the top of my head.
Yeah, there's Minions and like that one thing with the Critic where he's like a koala instead, and that's it. That's all I can think of. Yes, if you don't have the YouTube or the Spotify comment section, you can instead send an email of a similar like to
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. That's right, let us know who your top Dreamworks waifu is. We will judge you and judge you harshly, but that's part of the fun. You can judge us.
Oh yes, we invite you to. But yes, all the best everybody.
We will see you next week.